with you. Where'd you go? Juice, where are you at? What happened? Y'all, let me just tell y'all, this goddamn technology shit is very challenging. I don't know where he went. He was just up here. Where are you? Where did you go? Okay, so I'm waiting on my guest to come back. I have no idea where he just went. I can't see you or hear you. Turn your camera on. It's a black screen. He texted me, y'all. We can't see you. The screen is still up, but it's black. You can see me. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, you frozen. Oh Lord. It says you left. Okay, it says you left. Try to come back in. Okay, there we go. Yeah. There you go.
They were, oh man, they playing with me. Oh my God.
It was a journey. It was a journey tonight. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Mike is Hot Live podcast, y'all. What's going on? It's Friday night. We popping in on y'all. I got my special guest with y'all tonight, Mr. James Nix, my homie from back in the day. What's going on, family? How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. We had a little bit of some technical difficulties.
Don't get me started, Lord.
But hey, it's all good. It's all good. It happens. You know what I mean? At least we got you on here. Now we know what to do the next time. Yeah. So wait, did you pull it up through you pulled the email up through your phone?
Yeah, but we know now that it comes 20 minutes later.
So I need to send it to you 20 minutes beforehand.
Yep, 20 minutes in advance.
All right, y'all. We tuning in with y'all tonight. We're gonna talk about some few things. We're gonna get into some conversations about some relationships, have a little fun, do some little kickback type shit. It's gonna be a little vibe. Then of course afterwards I'm gonna post the live. You guys can always comment, share your perspective on what we're talking about tonight. But so what's been going on with you? How's life before we get into the topics?
Just chilling, taking care of the kids, being a
dad. Oh, and you had a birthday recently, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm getting old.
Yay! Happy belated birthday.
I turned 25 over and over now.
Hey, that's what Prince said. Prince said he do not celebrate birthdays because it just make you think about you getting old.
Yep, I'm 25.
So you 25.
I stopped at 25. I don't age no more.
I know. That's right. If he's 25, I'm 25 too.
Yep, we 25. Yep.
We 25 for life.
Yep, 25 for life.
So how old are your boys?
3 and 4.
Oh,
it's all when you look at them, and then they start driving me crazy.
What are their birthdays?
One is in November the 1st.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
My youngest is in November. His is the 30th.
My oldest in November. And my youngest, March 21st.
Oh, so he just turned, 3?
Yep. 3 and 4.
Um, okay, so I always do like a little free for all conversation before I dive into topics. So, what do you think your most challenging thing is since you became a father? Like the most challenging thing as a father and as a parent?
I think because I became a parent at such an older age, is patience. Lord, patience is the like most challenging thing for me. Lord, I done lost it. I used to be so patient.
I know.
They took that away from me.
They definitely will suck you dry.
Yeah, I don't got no more
That's
patience.
good though. That's good though. I mean, and they're still little.
Yeah,
You haven't gotten to like the.
I ain't even to the. Oh my god! Listen, I would ask you for a preview of what it's gonna be like, but I don't even want to.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, it's gonna eventually. It's when they really get to talking real good. Like when they get to talking real good, boy, you gonna hear
Oh
some
man!
things.
Oh man! I'm not ready.
That's what I always say. And like they kind of start to come into their own little personalities, and then do they fight?
Oh my god! No, stop! Oh,
My-
I thought that get better. it, don't-
It
oh,
gets
Lord.
it gets worse. It gets worse, but it's fun. I mean, boys are cool though. Boys are cool. You know, and then eventually as they get older, they do start to calm down. Like my oldest is about to be 8 on the 21st. So
Yeah.
he's kind of mellowed out a little bit. My 5-year-old though is turned.
Oh my god. Oh.
He's terrible, yo. He is
Mhm.
terrible.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
What are their names?
JoJo and Fat Man, Jamar,
Oh,
Jovan.
Junior, is he named after you?
Yeah, he's a junior.
Oh, that's so sweet. So, do you enjoy it overall being like just a dad?
Yeah, like it's interesting seeing them grow up into these little people of their own. What they love, smart mouths. They say things that I cannot believe. They shock me.
I know. Do you ever like notice characteristics of yourself in them?
Yeah, like I swear, like I feel like my youngest son is me when I'm older, and my oldest son was me when I was younger.
They flip flop.
Yeah, they
Oh, that's
flip
so
flop.
good. Dan, that's so good. Do you want to have any more?
No, no,
You
ma'am.
don't want no more?
No, ma'am.
Really?
No, ma'am. Listen, only way I want some more is when they old enough to take care of the younger ones or something.
Ah, yes. There you go.
Yeah,
Well, you
see,
got some help.
yeah, when I can get some help, because if I'm not patient now, I know what it's gonna be like later.
And then yours are they're only a year apart.
Yep.
Yeah, mine are 2 years apart. So when you have them kind of like close together, it's like it can be a lot. And then you be like, I don't know. Sometimes I want to have another one, and I'm like, I
Mhm.
already kind of got them past a certain stage. I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, because look, the baby stage is okay. Like I actually like the baby
The
stage.
baby stage is great,
Yes, I love that stage. Then they get
but it goes
personality.
by like that.
Then everything change.
Yes, like and the baby stage does not last long at all.
Yeah, it does not last. They grow up so fast.
Fast, very fast before you know it. And just to let you know too, eventually, and everybody else that's gonna tune in or is watching,
Yeah.
eventually I do want to start like a second podcast, and I want to call it Single Parent Life Podcast, where people come up there and just kind of like help inspire each other, give some
Yeah.
advice, tell some funny stories, share some things about what it's like to be a parent, kind of like a community of parents and things like that. Eventually in the future, just because nowadays, like with kids, it's so different compared to the way we grew up. They
Yeah,
have
it's
so much
definitely.
access to everything, you
Yeah.
know?
Like they they
So
they got potty trained quick. Like, and it's kind of shocking
really?
me. Yeah, like people have tough times doing it, but I just let them come to the bathroom with me, and
Oh,
they
that's
just
why.
start doing it.
That's why. That's why. My youngest didn't pick it up as fast as my oldest, which is crazy because My oldest didn't have nobody to look at. I kind of had to guide him, but he picked it up quick. But my youngest, I thought he was gonna pick it up quick because he could see his
Yeah,
brother.
yeah. I was thinking the same thing, but it was the same way for me. It was,
That's probably that's the most that ooh potty training boys is a challenge. They
yeah,
pee on the seat.
yeah. Oh my god. Listen, he was scared he was gonna fall in the toilet, so he don't even use the bathroom in the toilet. He on the stool. It gets crazy.
Yeah, but this it's a good thing. It's like a blessing.
Yeah,
It's like a lot of work, but then it's like a blessing at the same time. And I
yeah,
know some days you just be like, God damn.
yep. I tell him all the time. I be like, when you get older, you gonna take care of me for all you put me through, and I'm gonna show you
Oh,
the
that's
video.
what's up.
Yep.
That's just oh my gosh, I cannot believe we're like parents and shit now. Shit
We some
crazy.
parents. We parents.
I know,
Fuck.
right? Like
Time is so
what in the
fast.
world? Like what are we doing?
Ain't it? I was just 17 yesterday.
I know. In fact, all right, y'all. So we got a few topics we're gonna discuss with y'all tonight. I'm gonna lay them out for my man's right here. I really didn't want to. Okay, so I didn't want to give you the topics because I didn't want you to be like trying to figure out what you're gonna say. I really like for my guests. I really like for my
I
guests to
dig
like
it.
be. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I really like for my guests to be just like really
Yeah.
raw,
Yeah.
open, honest. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and you act like we in the room on the phone just talking. Um, and other times when I do go live, like if I'm gonna have my co-host with me, shout out to you, Kenyatta. I miss you, love you. Whenever he's on here, and then we have guests come on, then we usually have like a set platform of topics, and then I usually give people the
Yeah.
topics so that you're prepared and stuff like that. But tonight, me and you just gonna have some fun.
Yeah.
So
I'm prepared.
okay, all right. So these are the topics, y'all. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about, I don't even want to just say men, but I put it in the topic. Why do men fear marriage? Or people, I should say people, fear marriage nowadays, but prefer to have a child before even getting married. That's the first thing. The second thing is, are men more interested in relationships or procreating? And the reason why I wanted that topic is because I hear a lot of guys say that they don't want to get married, but they want to have kids, right? And you might be
Yeah.
able to relate. So I don't know how your process goes. And then lastly, is it more drama dating a baby father or a baby mother? Share perspectives on what the challenges are from each person, either baby father, baby mama. If you've experienced dating a baby mama and had to deal with the baby
Yeah.
daddy or anything like that. But okay,
Oh,
so diving
get 'em.
into the first, you already know that.
Oh, I like that. Go ahead. I'm ready.
Okay, okay. So the first one is, why do men, first, I just want to break it down. Do you
Uh,
think that there's a reason that most guys really, or do you think that guys want to get married, but it's the type of mentality of women these days, or do men just not want to get married? Because I've heard from guys that, oh, like especially black guys, they'll say, no, black men typically do want to get married. And I'm like, well, if that's the case, how come you don't really see too many black men getting married, or they're in relationships for long periods of time, years and years and years before they even get married? Or is it typically that a man doesn't want to be tied down to one woman?
I feel like when it comes to that, it's like a numerous of things. But I know me personally, like when it comes to marriage, I think about a lot. Like first of all, I'm thinking about, if are we even going to be together forever? Do you even have that mentality like you can stick through the good and the bad? Like, because a lot of times when you're going through like the relationship, that's like a trial period for me, like to see if you can stick through the
That's
good and
exactly
the
what it
bad.
is.
So if you
Mm-hmm.
can't stick through the bad in this relationship, I know you're not going to make it in a marriage. Like, because a lot of people, when they think about marriage, right, they think like all sunshines and rainbows. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Unicorns and
Yeah,
cotton
they got this fairy tale idea that this gonna be everything gonna be perfect and this Prince Charming is gonna do all of this and that. But you know,
Why do you think people think why do you think that's an image that's portrayed like that marriage is like this fairy tale type thing and it's not work and it's not challenges and it's not ups and downs?
I think it's like the stuff that people see on the internet and TV and you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like they see these pictures of these happy couples and they dressing alike and they you know they want the image. They don't want
Right,
the work. You know what I'm saying?
right,
They don't,
right,
yeah, because it's a lot of work with that. Like you know, you gotta like on both ends. You gotta put forth effort. You know what I'm saying?
right. I agree.
Yeah, and I feel like
And
you
you
know with
go
with the
ahead.
with the younger generation, and I ain't on that. I just feel like they want instant whatever, instant success.
Right, overnight.
Yeah, overnight.
So like do you think, okay, I have this conversation a lot with people. Do you think a lot of it has to do with like women not taking accountability with certain things and like
Oh God.
women women being mainly like a lot of guys say that women are more they rather take than give.
Yeah, like and they expect a lot from a man. Like
As what like what?
you want him to be like with the 666 thing,
Accurate with
6 feet,
the lie.
6 figures, and whatever. You know, like they want. I don't know, like an already put together man. Like I don't know,
Oh
like
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, but
I
like they
mean, so
want.
do you think that's where that unrealistic mentality comes from?
Yeah, I think it definitely comes from like that internet thing because like if you think about it, like a lot of these girls that want all of this stuff, like what are you offering?
Right,
What are you
right.
getting in return for having all of these things? Like, you know, what's the
What would
reward?
you what would you be looking for? So if a female is demanding of you to be make some good money, she wants you to be able to take care of her, she wants you to take her out, she want whatever, she want as I call it, she want.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is something that you would require from a woman to for you to be able to put all that type of energy into her?
I want us to be balanced. Like, you know, I
Okay.
want her to have her stuff together, me to have my stuff together, and then you know we
Y'all
kind
just
of
come
like,
together.
yeah, you know. So like when you got that perfect balance, I feel like everything will work out because you're not concerned about if I'm doing this or that, or if you doing this. We both like
Same
good
thing.
and not on our
Mhm.
own. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I want something like that.
So like okay, so do you think that a lot of women require so much from the man but then aren't really coming with much themselves?
Yeah, I definitely do. Like,
So
I,
have you experienced that yourself?
yes, I experienced that a lot. Like they want so
You said
much
a
from
lot.
you. Like it's like you know I be out here dating. I'm trying to figure out because I'm single or whatever, right?
Right? Uh-huh.
It took me a long time to like really figure this thing back out because I before I was single I was in a relationship for a long time. So as I'm getting out here again, and it's just like
Mm.
it's so demanding of me to be this. I guess a king or something like this almighty man from a magazine or something like I'm gonna be able to buy you all and me I'm not gonna spend my money if it's not towards something that's like
A
benefit me.
value? A
Yeah, like
value. Hmm.
investing or something like I want and I definitely want a girl like that too. Like they don't know the girls I deal with don't know how to manage money. So
You know
it's
what though? A
yeah,
lot of a lot of women don't know how to manage money because I'm very transparent on the show. I've had to learn. I've
yeah,
honestly what helped me learn how to just even budget because a lot of females I've seen this they get money and then they just want to spend it.
it's
They
just
want to
going.
spend it. They want
I
to go. I
can't
mean,
work like that.
yo, and it's like I learned that too. But when I used to whenever I would get money, I never was really a person. I'm gonna be real. I'm not cheap,
Yeah.
but I never was a person like when I get some money, I don't know, I always want to like hold on to it. So
Yes.
I would be like, you know what I'm saying, budgeting
Yeah.
or saving, you never know when you might need. But I do notice that a lot of females, they don't really, there's not an etiquette with money. And I think that's something that a lot of women do need to learn. Unless she's a female that like um, has been taught about like investments,
Yeah.
financing, budgeting, which is especially and with black women, we don't get a lot of that knowledge
Yeah.
kind of broken down to us, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely agree with you on that. One thing that I learned was whenever I kind of like got down bad and went through a little struggle,
Yeah.
that's when I really learned how to budget my money when I didn't have much money to budget
Yeah.
and I had to. That's when you really learn, and then you start to
Yeah.
appreciate when you get some money. Some people it click, and some people it don't. They get a good amount of money, they just spend it all up.
Yeah. If you ever noticed that, like the people with the people that used to getting a lot or receiving a lot, like they
They don't
don't
appreciate.
yeah, they don't appreciate it. Like whereas
Mm-hmm.
somebody who come from humble beginnings, they like appreciative of everything.
Right. But get it out the mud mentality.
Yeah, so I mean that's what made me like that. Like I be trying to hold on to them dollars. Even now, like
Right. Right.
I could have 100,000 in my account, and I'm still stressing about that $10 I lost.
Right. And I have not like really gone shopping in the longest since I had kids. That's another thing. When you have kids, you be kind of like putting your kids before yourself. But I do agree with you on that with like a lot of women not being able to budget, finance, and things. And I think it takes a man that knows his shit about money because typically guys are really good with. I think it's a
Yeah,
logical thing too. Most men are just logically better with their money. There are some dudes out here that like to trick,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
but
Yeah, and then they
um,
make it bad. Like they make it bad because then every female start expecting that. Like I ain't listen. Go get him.
my last nigga used to get my nails
Yeah.
done
Oh my
and my
god.
hair. What you gonna do?
Man, what you gonna do? I need a man that's gonna take care of me, and I'm looking like, okay, so what you gonna do?
Well, how do you feel
How this
about that?
feel?
Like, how do you believe in like my bad, my thing fell. Do you believe that there should be like an order to things? Like, do you believe that a man should build a foundation, be a provider, take care of his woman and his kids, and that's like, do you think that should be like that's a does that make like a logical sense of order, or do you think it should be equal? Because the rhetoric nowadays, what I be seeing on some of these podcasts, a lot of the females are like, because a lot of the guys are always saying, "Oh, we don't have traditional women anymore. We don't have
Yeah,
feminine women anymore. They're
yeah,
very masculine. They're too independent." They're always saying, especially in our community, they're always
yeah.
saying, "I don't need a man." Blah 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 blah. So do you think that like do you believe in that there should be like an order, and if there's an order of things maybe that'll create a better balance between men and women, or are you the type of person that thinks that men and women are equal and everything should be 50-50?
I think okay, like because people are so different nowadays. I just feel like you a team, and I
Right,
can't look at it like men and women, whatever, no more. We teammates now.
right. Nowadays, nigga,
Yeah, like we
everybody need
gotta
a
make
job.
this work. Like whatever you can provide to make this work, let's do that.
Right.
Like I might be here with it. I might be if I'm the one making all the money or whatever. Then you pick up the slack where I lack since I can't do
Okay.
nothing because I ain't got no time. Or if you like, cause I've been a stay at home dad. Like I play my role, I adjust and I adapt. Like so
That's good.
my girl was making the money. So you know what I did? I took care of everything else. So when she got home, she didn't have to do nothing. I
That's
don't even.
I think that's I still think that that's balance.
Yeah, that's balance
Because
to me.
yeah, because it's fucked up if she's making the money and
And
then
then
yeah, you're
I
staying
make
at
her. Yeah,
home, but
yeah,
she come home and ain't shit done. The
Yeah,
kids all, it's like it's still got
yeah,
to be a balance. So I agree with that because nobody's gonna want to be working and then somebody staying home not doing shit. Whether it's the dude, whether it's the guy going out making all the money. No man want to come home and the house ain't
yeah,
clean, this ain't no food, kids all over the place. So I agree with you on that. I think nowadays it's more so about whatever role you're in,
yeah.
playing your part
Make,
in that and creating that balance so that there
make,
isn't any issue.
yeah, like you a team, you know.
Right.
Y'all got a common goal, reach it, however possible. You
Right,
know.
I agree with that. And it was something else I was gonna ask you. Oh, if you don't mind, I might ask you personal questions, but you do not have to answer if you don't feel comfortable.
I'm ready.
Okay. So, what do you think before we go into the other half of that topic? What was it? Um, Men having a child before unifying marriage with their spouse. Before we get into that really quick, I just want to ask you, what do you think was the main reason why you and was this your baby mother, your last
Yeah,
relationship? Do
yeah,
you guys, do you have, are both of your sons by her? Or you have two
yeah,
different baby mothers?
yeah. Both of them by her.
Oh, that's good. Oh, okay. So wait a minute. So what
Yeah.
happened?
What happened,
Yeah.
man? I feel like unappreciative, man. Like it was like a lack of understanding. It was
So
she's so much younger than me, so it's like I'm
okay.
paying talking to her, and it's like once you together with somebody, they don't hear you the same way. It,
Right.
it
Oh
became
yeah. Yeah.
it became me versus you instead of me with you. So if I'm telling you,
Okay.
I'm criticizing you now, you looking at it like, how you gonna talk about me? What about you? You feel me?
Right.
Like instead of like,
Instead of just
okay,
listening to understand
yeah,
and
let's
taking
fix this.
accountability,
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
and
Let's
then
fix
being like,
this problem
okay,
and get to the next problem.
yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
then instead of being like, okay, let me work on this,
yeah.
but
I,
I
I
also feel like you should work on this.
Yeah. And I was a person that was willing to be like, okay, I'm not perfect, but help me understand where I'm messing up at so I can get better. And then I thought maybe like that could make her like, open up more and tell me like
Right.
what she could work on or let me criticize her. So I let her criticize me. But it didn't go nothing. It didn't go nothing like that.
She can criticize you, but your ass can say shit.
I couldn't say shit. Oh my God. Let me open my mouth. What about you?
um,
Oh,
well, me.
no, no, no. Listen. Like that's what she'll say to me. Like,
Oh, what if?
what about you? Like, it's like no matter what I say, it was a deflection. But
Oh
yeah, I
yeah.
definitely want to know that about you too, though.
Me.
Yeah, what? All right, both of them by him.
Yes, both of them are by my sons. Yeah, the by him, and
Okay.
it didn't work out because oh man, he had a lot of I will say traumas, like
Yeah,
childhood traumas. Like he was not raised by his mom or his dad.
yeah,
He had a lot of just brokenness.
yeah,
He was very angry to the point
yeah,
where sometimes his anger would come out on me because I was the closest person to him.
yeah, yeah,
He also had he had a baby mother before me, so my sons actually have a half sister.
yeah,
And yeah, he had a daughter before me, and there was some issues with the baby mom before me that still had some issues. He also his brother that was the closest to him. I think they were only 2 years apart. Was murdered. He never really got over that. There was just
yeah,
a lot of issues, and I think he had a really hard childhood. He didn't grow up like normal. Um,
Sound like me.
so yeah, but he didn't really know how to just express
Yeah.
his
Hey, listen, a lot of men like that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
noticed that. Like the way I'm able to express myself, a lot of men can't do.
And I used to like really be bitter with him, but
Yeah,
and like really think that he was, because it did turn into a very 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 bad toxic situation.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and I didn't
yeah,
want my son. Yeah, I didn't want my sons growing up in that.
yeah,
And he kept getting in legal trouble, going
yeah,
to jail, and not being able to maintain for us. So I
yeah,
basically had to step in, step up. Even now, I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. Even though it's going on YouTube, y'all just don't know my story.
yeah.
Um,
You know how we do.
um, yeah. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, that just like
So
that.
I have, yeah, it's like that. I have no clue where he is.
Yeah, and as a
I've
father, like I do so like I can imagine doing that. Like you know how moms feel like no matter what we gotta do this. No matter
right,
what
right,
I gotta do this. Like
right,
the dad can skip out, but I gotta do this. I
right.
feel the same way. I'm
Yeah,
not like that. I'm not.
yeah, I don't understand that either, because it's funny because he was one of those people that would always kind of reassure me that I would never have to be doing it by myself. But
Yeah,
I think he was in denial with himself.
yeah,
And he had a lot of legal shit prior. He'd been in
yeah.
trouble a lot since like 18. And I think a lot of the times he was trying to outrun his past and it kept catching up with him.
I got a real question for you.
Yeah.
A real one. Do you feel like
Yeah.
your kid's better off with him or without him?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm, yeah.
Ooh.
Mm, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, we're keeping it real tonight.
Yeah.
I feel like as of right now, they are better off without him
Yeah.
because he's not in a good space.
Okay. I can dig it.
If he was in a good space, had his like we had talked about, like him getting his stuff together, getting his record clean, getting his own place, getting a job. I was like, as soon as you get yourself stable, the boys can come stay in the summers with you. We can rotate holidays. I was never that mom that was like, no, nigga, you ain't gonna see your kids. And I
Yeah.
never like
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
never would be like that. I just don't want to send my kids to number one, he lives in another state. He lives in Georgia. Well,
Yeah.
last I heard, he was in Georgia. And
Yeah.
I did not, me being a mom, I did not feel comfortable sending my boys somewhere, not knowing if he was completely stable. That just didn't sit right with me. Because then if
Right.
something happens, I'm going to feel like it's my fault.
Yeah. And I feel that. And
So, I
I
mean,
adjust to mom, like because I understand like what it's like for a mother and like how attached they are to their kids. I try
right,
to adjust to her like her needs or whatever she
right.
got going on or whatever. So I
And
definitely
that's really mature. That's really mature and responsible. And I'm glad that you came up here and you can speak on that, because in our community with Black fathers, it's good to hear that you having kids created growth and
yeah,
created change, and for you to have another level of understanding for the mother.
yeah,
Because for some men that shit don't tap in like at all, you know. But
yeah,
my oldest son kind of understands now. My youngest son, he was not there for him at all. He wasn't there when he was born. He was locked up.
yeah,
So my youngest son doesn't have a relationship with him at all. My oldest kind of gets it, like he gets, that he was getting in trouble and stuff. He understands and things like that. But it's hard. It's really hard because they need a father. Boys need their
yeah.
dad.
Yep. And listen, I can't make no excuses for no man because I grew up without a mom. My mom died when I was 4 years
Oh,
old.
oh my
So
God, I did not know that. I'm so
yeah,
sorry to hear that.
my dad got locked up before I turned a teenager. So
Oh my God.
I was raised by my grandmothers, and they did the best they could, but you know I had to grow up early.
Right,
So
fast, right?
I had to grow up fast because they could only provide so much because they elderly.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
my being raised by them ladies, they taught me a lot, and
Right,
I could never abandon my child. It don't matter what. I can never let
right.
them have the life that I had. Like people don't know
That's what
how to
I'm
feel.
saying. That's why I really think my baby dad has he needed some therapy, like
Yeah,
deep
like
rooted therapy, because he literally did the same thing that his parents did to him. And he swore
Yes.
up and down that he wouldn't do it, but you got to get your life in order. Like when you're getting
That's it.
ready to have kids, you can't try to erase things that you haven't cleaned up in your past if it's still haunting you.
Yeah. You can't.
So, yeah, it's
And me, I got like like you gotta move forward. Like, I gotta move forward mentality. Like, I can't dwell on those past things that I've been through, them traumas or whatever. What is gonna help me do? You
right,
know?
exactly. You can't use it as an excuse. And he used to use it a lot as an excuse. And I used to be like, you got to let that go. Like you have your own
Yeah,
kids, you're trying to start your own family. You have to change.
yeah. You gotta change. And
So
if for nobody else, do it for them. Like they
for
worth
them,
it.
exactly.
They worth it.
Hopefully, wherever he is, he's working on himself. I mean, now I look at it now as in he really doing more damage to himself because I'm gonna have a relationship with my sons.
You are though, cause them boys they gonna get older one day, and you listen.
Right.
They not gonna forget who was there and who wasn't.
And
I
that
don't
and
forget.
that right. And like that innocence right now, they still little, but when they get older,
Yes,
it's like
they gonna know. They gonna have no kick it for him, and he gonna have to understand.
right.
You know what I'm
And I
saying?
think he gonna have to take that L, yo.
The heartbreaking thing that he's gonna hear when they tell him you ain't my father.
Right.
You
Ooh,
my dad, but
especially
you
when
not
they
my
get
father.
into it. When they
Yeah,
get into it, you can't say nothing to me. You ain't raised me. You wasn't there.
that gonna hit right there.
That's what I always say. I'd be like, that's gonna be his karma for real. Cause I mean, I went through my feels with it, but I'm over it now. But it's been a lot on me too. So,
Yeah.
but
Just so I salute you.
oh,
Just
thank you,
two
thank
boys.
you.
Oh my God! Listen,
Thank you.
I'm struggling.
Look, I'll be like this, man.
And,
I'll be like this.
you full time. Listen, oh my God, yes. And listen, you full time, so you got me beat. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my God, like I
Yes,
salute you.
it is a thank you so much, love. I appreciate it. It is a lot. I don't like
Yeah,
honestly, I stay prayed up and I hit that earth every now and
you got
again
to.
because it is a lot. Like just doing everything, working, when they're
Yes,
sick, taking them to appointments, taking them to school, picking them up, get just everything. It's a lot.
everything. It's
Like,
so
yo,
much.
it is ridiculous. Like, but I'm like, hopefully this will pay off and
Yeah,
they'll grow up and they won't what I don't want to happen is they repeat the same cycle.
they gonna take care of their mama.
I
Everything that
hope
you put,
so.
everything that you putting in them right now is what they gonna like. You developing their values right now. Like,
Right.
I was raised by my grandma, so like, it's I ain't repeating the cycle that my dad did.
That's good.
I
I'm
wanted to
I'm
be
proud of
different.
you.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
proud of you, sis. I'm proud of you. I'm really, really proud of you. I respect it. I love the fact that
Appreciate
you're
it.
in your son's lives and that you help out with the moms. That's what's up. So do you guys have like a good relationship? Is it
It's like it's a I don't e- I don't know what they call it. I can't even put words to it.
I
Like,
don't know what to call it.
I don't know. I don't know what you.
It's like
Sometimes she like me,
sometimes
sometimes she
we.
don't. Sometimes we
um,
cool, sometimes we ain't. I don't know.
have, have you ever thought about getting back together? Have you guys ever maybe thought about, I mean, working it out?
Getting back together. I wanted to do it. To be honest, like I wanted to do it, like because I'd rather be with her than like
Your
having to be.
camera.
Oh my God! Hold on.
We can hear you. I just can't see you.
Oh, she don't call me to mess my stream up. But you can hear
I
me?
can hear you. Go ahead and keep talking until like I guess your screen come back up.
Yeah, well, I feel like I wanted to be with her. I wanted to work it out. Like I like recently said something to her. I'm like, did you want to try and like work this out and move forward past all the other things so we can try like get our family back or whatever and make that work?
Right,
But
right.
She told me flat
right?
out no. So you know that I can't do nothing but move forward.
I wonder why, like, I just don't understand. Like,
She
did
think
you
I'm
ever
a
ask her,
she think I'm a cheater too.
were you cheating?
I won't even cheat. I wasn't that. Listen,
Mm.
and I'm gonna tell you why though. Like why I ain't even cheat. And I told her the same thing. Like I try to make it clear to her. I'm like, listen, before I got in a relationship with you, like probably about a year or two before I got in a relationship with her, I was in another relationship and I was cheated on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I was left. So the girl cheated on me and just left. Cold turkey, ain't say a word. You know?
What?
Yeah, like ain't say
What
nothing.
you mean? Wait, hold on, wait. Before we dive back into this other topic. What do you mean she just left? Like she cheated on you, didn't hear from her again?
Yeah, ghosted.
Shut up.
So you know that kind of like as a man, that kind of just stung my pride a little bit. So
Hell yeah. What?
when, when I got in a relationship with her, I'm telling her like I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to I ain't trying to go put you through the things I went through. So like I ain't actually not cheating, but she been through some trauma too.
Gotcha.
So like
So
whereas
it's
I could move forward, she couldn't.
right. So she was cheated on too?
Yeah, her past relationships. So it kind of you know, it kind of made her feel like every man is a cheater.
And I think that like that's something that's like with relationships, when you try to get into a relationship and you are still dealing with past issues from past relationships like trust, that is a big thing in communication. I think trust and communication in relationships right now is lacking so bad. And I think that's why a lot of the times people cannot overcome certain circumstances in their relationships. People just give up so easily.
Yeah.
Like now, I
It-
do believe in compatibility. Like sometimes you can try everything with
yeah.
somebody, and it just ain't working. That's when I feel like it's like okay, maybe we're just not compatible, and we're trying to make something work that we're not. That's not even meant to work.
Yeah. I be feeling like that too, cause I be stuck in between. Like, is something meant, or is it that this person just doesn't want to put forth the effort that I'm willing to
Effort.
put forth? You know what I'm saying? Cause I feel like in our relationship, me and hers or whatever, it's like she always felt like I was doing everything wrong. But that in reality, it take two. So like I can't be the only
Right.
one doing everything wrong.
Right.
What
Right.
are you doing?
It's the blame game. That happens a lot
Yes.
in the relationship. That's what, like accountability, you guys, to the audience, it is a major thing in relationships now. Like, I think that's the
Major.
only way most of the time you're going to be able to overcome certain things. You got to be able to take a look at yourself too in the relationship because typically he's right. It's not always just on one person. Even if you think that you're not doing like some people will compare shit like, oh, I didn't cheat. Okay, yeah, but you don't give me communication. You
Yeah.
don't appreciate me when I do shit extra for you or out of the way, or you know what I'm saying, you don't cook a meal for a nigga every now and again. You don't rub my back every now and again. It don't have to be like, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to be nothing major. It could just be the little things.
Yep. The little things are very important. Like
Yeah, that I think they're the most important.
yeah, I never wanted much from my child's mother, but peace for real. Like you know, just
Okay, y'all heard it.
just
Y'all
give me
heard
some
it.
peace.
Y'all
Like
done heard it. He said he want peace. That's what the man is saying,
I
ladies.
just wanted some
We bring
peace.
it. We bring it
Lord.
too much drama.
Oh my
He
God,
said,
drama is the word. Oh,
okay, so let's. I'm gonna dive back into the topic. So okay, so that we talked about the fearing marriage thing, and you basically were saying that it's because a woman isn't typically always doing her part, and it's like a trial when you get in a relationship, and if you see certain shit, just saying the trial run is not running. It's
yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah.
well, if the trial run ain't running, we
Yeah.
ain't finna go to the next stage because you can't even complete this stage.
Yep. And a lot of people
So
won't be honest either. And just tell that
that
person like, this ain't working out, so they just stay in long relationships.
just to be in a relationship so they won't be alone.
Yeah.
And then, so why do you think people will prefer to have a child before marriage? Do you think it's just because people have sex and that's just what happens, and it just is what it is.
I think
There's
it's a
no, I
little
mean,
bit of
but
both.
but it's a longer bind. Like you
But you
can get
gotta
out
think
of a
about it
marriage.
though. You gotta think about it as a man. Man, every man want a son, you know. I'd rather have
Yeah.
like it's like I'm spreading my genes. I'm creating my legacy with my child. But like with the marriage, like what am I getting with that? You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's crazy, it's wicked. Like, you know, it's I can
Well,
do
I
something
mean,
with my
okay,
child.
so like for you, is it because okay, so for you, is it not because you don't want to be with just one woman? Some guys don't want to get married because they don't want to be with one woman.
Nah, I personally, I would get married if I found like the perfect. I ain't gonna even say the perfect team. It's somebody that I could work with. You know what I'm saying?
Compatible,
Yes.
compatible.
Yep. Somebody I can do it with. But like, if I'm going through and it just seems like that's just not an option for me, I'm not even going. It's not gonna be nothing I pursue or nothing like that. But I swear, just like if it's the right one come along or the compatible one, like you say, then shit, I could do it.
So do you think it has to be like a feeling? Like, do you think it's a feeling for a man? Like when he feels, like you said, if
I'm
she's
gonna be
somebody that
honest
brings you,
with you. I ain't even
yeah,
gonna say
go
this, but let me be honest with you though, real quick, bro. Like,
ahead.
what is
And
marriage, honestly?
try to come back on the camera.
I don't want to leave. That's why I don't want to do it.
Oh, okay, go ahead, just talk.
All right, so look, what is marriage? Like, to be honest, but like a piece of paper saying we together. So
Now
like,
this is my thing. Even though you don't, I agree with you. You do not have to go through the governmental way with the where it technically becomes now like a business contract.
yeah, that's what I look at it like. We doing it for the
Because
government.
but what I promote,
Yeah,
I think that people should still have a ceremony.
yeah,
Like you can have a ceremony, get rings or whatever, and something that unifies that you are committed to just one person. So when you out, a person can see that you're taken. There
yeah,
has to be something that
yeah.
shows that gratification that you are willing to be, you have chosen and you are willing to be committed to one person.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? So like, and then I think people do too much with me personally. I think people do too much when it comes to weddings. They be having these lavish weddings, spending
Yeah,
thousands and thousands of dollars on something that's only lasting a day,
and
maybe
at
two
that point,
days
who
with
you
the
doing
reception.
it for?
What are you doing it for? Are you doing it for everybody else,
Yeah,
or because it's really supposed to
yeah,
be something intimate between you and that person? You can have your immediate family, maybe a couple of close friends, something
yeah.
simple on the beach or in a garden, something simple. Y'all say y'all little vows. You can write your own vows on what you feel you should be bringing to your partner in this union. It don't have to be
Yeah,
for better for worse. It could be whatever you feel. You know what I'm saying? I think people need to change the dynamics of it. Like honestly, if you
yeah,
don't want to do it that way through the government, then because it does get messy if you decide to get a divorce.
yes. It's all, and
And
it's
I
like
think that's another reason why.
we gotta file these papers or whatever just to like.
Just to
It's
say I don't
like
want to be with you no
controlling
more.
me. Like I'm feeling
Yeah.
controlled. Like I gotta
And then
do
you
this.
gotta spend money.
Yeah, like I gotta pay to get divorced. I gotta pay to get married. Come on, yeah.
Right.
I gotta pay
Right.
for
I
this
think
wedding.
I gotta pay for the suit. I gotta pay for the reception and the food.
Yes, like pay for this ring. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you know bitches want an expensive ring.
Yeah, you know it. You gotta have the exclusive wedding. Then you gotta make this catering. Oh man, like
It's a
sound like a
lot. It is
kill
a
to
lot.
me.
And like women be spending thousands of dollars on a dress they're gonna wear one time.
Yeah, because man, marriage nowadays is just a way for people to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause
I agree with that too. I agree with that too. I think if you're going to get married, people should try to find their own ways if they don't want to do it the way that the government and society has it set up. You don't have to do it that way.
yeah, figure out how they did it back in the day before all this
In the
paper.
slave days, look, the
Yeah,
slaves weren't even allowed to get married.
you could jump the broom or something. You know what I'm saying?
We can jump the broom, we can jump some whatever you want
Yeah,
to jump.
yeah. You know, the bond was more so personal, whereas now it's like it's everybody else. Like we doing it for everybody else.
Right, or it's a status thing.
Yeah.
It's not really about the love. Like it seems like that's what it's not about anymore. It's either,
Mhm.
and one day we're gonna do a show on uh transactional relationships. Like do people think that nowadays more relationships there's no genuinity in a relationship. There's no love, there's no caring, there's no, I don't know. It's just like, what can you do for me type shit on
Yeah,
everything.
like
Like, that comes with it, but that can't just be the main thing of the
yeah.
relationship.
Y'all like if you know the relationship good, regardless of y'all stick, it's gonna benefit both parties. You know,
Exactly. And
but
I think communication is very, very key. What you were saying, like when you said that every time you were trying to talk to your baby moms, it felt like you were just probably doing more of the talking and maybe she wasn't really listening and there's no reciprocation of energy.
yeah,
So I do think that that's something that's a big problem in relationships. People do not know how to people in general just don't know how to communicate
no, they
effectively.
don't. And then
And
people
it's
gotta
like,
understand this when communicating. People have their own perceptions and opinions. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? You know you
yeah,
gotta respect their view, and which I can do that. A
right.
lot of people can't. You know what I'm
A lot of people
saying?
aren't open minded enough like that to actually just hear, like, look, hear my point of view first. You don't have to agree.
Yeah.
But just at least listen, because you never know. You might hear something and then you might go back later once you done calm down. You might go back later and actually think about what I said, and then it might hit you like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he was right, or maybe she was right, or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And okay, just another thing. Next topic here, real quick. Are men more interested in relationships or procreating?
I think. Hmm, that's a good question.
Would you rather just have a kid with a chick that's like, yo, me and her get along, she get me, I get her, but we not together, but we got a kid together?
I rather.
Or would you rather be in a relationship and it be like a family dynamic?
Yeah, I never wanted a baby mom. Like I did it in thoughts of like we gonna be a family we gonna last forever. You know what I'm saying? Like I had that
Yeah, yeah,
mentality, and I try to like think positive so I don't ever think bad. But like I don't think that's like because if you do that, like if I just have a baby and I'm just procreating, that means she free to mess with anybody. Like how can you be
exactly.
sure that baby is yours? You know what
That
I'm
is
saying?
true. That is true. That's very true. So, do you think, just for your opinion and your perspective and other men that you know, do you think more guys? Because sometimes I hear guys say, "Man, I just want to have a seed. I just want to have some kids. I'm really interested in a relationship."
They don't
Like,
know
look at
what a
Nick.
baby
Like,
mama
look
like.
at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is not in no relationship with all them women and gave all them chicks all them babies.
So, and I just feel like, well, like if you do it that way, like, all right, so you automatically setting yourself up to not be in your child's life, like when they
I
growing
heard
up,
it.
like how you gonna be there? And she just your baby mama. Y'all not about to live together.
No.
This
Or,
just that.
or if you're, what do you think about the Nick Cannon thing? How he's got different kids.
He
Different.
rich.
He even actually came out and said that the hardest thing about what he did is the fact that he cannot be around his kids like
Yes.
all at once. And it's like, well, nigga, why the fuck did you do it? Like, you
Yes.
didn't think about that.
I think he's in the moment because he crazy. Ain't all them kids.
He got like,
He
I mean, 9.
I think he did it. He was just like afterwards. He was like, I mean, I'm rich. I can do it. You know, go ahead, have that
if you
baby.
was if you were like on that type of level with like your like like riches and like a celebrity, would you do something like that?
I want all my kids to be with me. Like I want to watch them grow up.
So
You know,
you would still have the same mentality, even if you had like buku money like Nick Cannon.
if I could get it in a way where I can make all of them stay with me and like have five baby mamas in one house, maybe then
so, so you would have five baby mamas in one house.
if I could do that and everything was like cordial, so like they won't fight and stuff.
Everybody got along.
I could do that. Then I could be like
You
Nick.
can do that. Okay, let
I'm-
me ask you this real quick. Do you
okay,
think men desire? Do you think I have this conversation a lot?
okay.
Do you think that men desire to have more than one woman naturally? Like the natural does like instinctively um desire to have more than one woman.
I gotta keep it G. I ain't never want to say this in a relationship, but it's yeah, it's just like that. It's like that. Yes, even if they
Dang,
lie,
I ain't
yes.
somebody gonna get me for that. They gonna be like, I told you.
She gonna get me. She gonna get me jammed up. But yeah, that's really right. That's really right. Like, cause I don't know. It's like I don't know. Like you see a lot of attractive women. Like, and as men, I just feel like we supposed to have multiple women or something. It just feel
You
right.
do?
It
Why do
don't
you
even
think you
feel.
said it feel right?
It don't feel wrong. Like I swear, like it does not feel wrong.
Wait a minute. Okay, so what would be
I don't know
okay.
why, bro. It's like
Y'all
instinctively,
eating
man.
me up with this one. Y'all eating me up with this one. Okay. Okay. So so why does it feel what is it what is it because you get options?
It just, man. It just. It's the. I don't know. Maybe it's the thrill. I don't know. The
Yeah, that's
attraction.
what I've heard. Yeah. It's the newness of
The,
something like
the
new.
like the male's natural like feeling like watch like because I be thinking sometimes like all right when I'm in a relationship I've been in a relationship before and I'm like damn you know I just because I'm in a relationship that don't stop me from finding this other girl attractive right here like
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying but I try to be
right,
like faithful because that's what I like I'm supposed to do but
right.
in my soul
But
and my
you don't
body
want to.
yeah, in my soul and my body, I feel like I don't know. I meant to have a lot of girls. Like I don't know.
Okay, so to anybody who might be watching or anybody who's gonna see this that I've had this conversation with, I get y'all eating me up with this tonight. My homie Juicer confirmed it because I be like, no, all guys don't think like that. And they be like, well, they lying to you. And I be like,
they,
I don't
they
think
definitely
so.
lying though, cause come on, like I know ain't no man in this entire God's green earth done had one woman and just said all the rest of them don't exist no more. Like he still see them. He's still looking at that booty when she walk past. He's still like,
Oh
oh
my
yeah,
God. Okay,
yeah.
so how do you feel? Okay, so do you think that women shouldn't desire to want to have another man, like more than one man?
I think I think they should know. I'm keeping
You
it
think
G with you, man, because like, I
that's keep it G, keep it G. You say you think they shouldn't, right?
yeah, because like, I the way a woman raised, right?
Hmm.
When you raise, are you like what's the word for like? Are you celebrated more for giving it up or keeping your legs closed?
Keeping your legs
You know
closed.
what I'm saying? So it's like that's how you
Yeah,
raise. And then if I have my daughter, I don't want her with multiple men. You feel me?
right,
But
right. No, I understand that.
with my son, hey, get you some girls. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Go get you some
right.
girls. You know, I want you to have
This is-
do your thing. I'm gonna be happy every time you bring a girl home. Whereas your daughter, she bring a dude home. By the second one, you looking like, look, man, you done bought two niggas here already. What's going on?
You're doing too much.
Yeah, listen, man. I like the last boy. Why you keep him around for a year and go get another boy?
So, okay, so and that topic was are men more interested in relationships or procreating? So
Hold on, let me
you
ask you
basically,
this before you go to the next one though.
yeah.
Instinctively, are you interested in more than one man? Or just one man does it for you?
Hmm.
Like, could you see yourself like if this your world, you control it? Would you have two men?
Oh my God.
Hmm.
I think if I could have
Yeah.
it my way, I think I would, but I would only, I would have to pick only one that I would be intimate with. I wouldn't want
Okay.
to be intimate with both of them.
So you would want to talk to multiple, but be intimate with one.
Maybe not multiple, but maybe just like one other one, and like
Yeah.
maybe there's something that me and this one other one are doing. Hold on, I got to turn my camera off real quick. I got to get something, but I'm gonna talk.
Yeah.
Um, like if me and the other guy, let's say we do business together, but let's say that there's an attraction. You know, it could be an attraction for doing business with somebody.
Yeah.
Um, there could be maybe we have really good conversation. Maybe we have some other things in common, but but
He
I
said.
definitely.
He said, "Who the hell
But
would
I
do that?"
who said that?
What is it? Shot it, baby.
Hey, wait, hold on. I can't. That's one of my day ones. Hey, Shelton. I don't see. Hold on. I can't see the messages. Oh, I see. Hey, Shaddy, you tuned in. That's what's up. This is one of the our day ones that be on. That's been like somebody that's reoccurring a guest on the show since we started. Thank you for tuning in. What you mean? What did he say?
He said, "Who the fuck would do that?"
Who the fuck? Who the fuck would do what? Who the fuck would do what? Elaborate. What you mean? Who the fuck would do what? Type it in the chat.
I think if I ain't mistaken, he probably mean like talk to the girl while the other one is intimate and
I know. But see, that's the thing. Like, I know most niggas would not do that.
yeah, like he
But
gotta
I
get some.
mean, like the nigga gonna want to get some ass. Like he gonna be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? All me and you do is talk, cause dudes don't operate like that. I mean, unless he said right. Oh, he okay. We already know that would not happen. He just specifically asked me what I want to. If in my world, Shaddy, in my world, if I could have it like that, if I could have it like that, that would be cool. But I wouldn't want to be. I would not want to be intimate with the both of them. I would want to pick one that I could be intimate with, and then another one that I could be intimate with in another way.
Okay.
He said, "Drink."
Yeah, he said dreamland because he gonna want some
Well,
ass.
that's why he said, if I could have it my way. I know I can't have it that
Hey,
way. But for guys, y'all can have it that way. And it's weird because really,
don't it seem right to
unknowing,
you though, as a female?
I mean, oh God.
Do you look at a man like he's supposed to just, or like I don't know? Do you just
I
want him
mean,
to be, or do you feel like he's supposed to just have one woman?
I feel like,
Because a lot of women
uh,
just want a man to be like their own, like they trying to like lock him off from the rest of the girls because they probably
well,
feel
I
like
don't
he's
think it
hot.
should be like, I'm going to be real. It is hard. It is hard to want to share your man.
Yeah, see,
Because you feel like you know what I'm saying. I mean, even as a female, you feel like you investing your time and energy, your body, your everything with somebody, and then they're also sharing that with another woman. So it's like you feel like you kind of feel you kind of feel cheated. You
yeah.
kind of feel cheated a little bit. Like, damn, like I'm not an. It's like a I'm not enough type feeling.
Hmm.
But I guess I think that'll be something that as a woman I would never really fully understand because I'm not a man. But
Yeah,
I get the man's nature because some men can be loyal, super loyal to one female, right?
yeah,
And they might have a couple of chicks on the side for whatever beneficial reasons. Maybe they get money with them and every now and again they hit it or some shit like that. But then there's this one female that really had a heart that they always kind of go back to. But
yeah,
it's just like, I don't know, bro. I hate that shit about y'all.
yeah. That's how we meant to be.
I hate it. I'll be like, God damn it. Because really, really, to the ladies or anybody that might be watching or is going to watch, a lot of the times you be sharing your man and you don't even know it.
Yeah. Vice versa.
So what so what's better, not knowing or knowing?
I don't think they want to know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know.
Yeah, because I don't know, it's a territorial thing, but it's so crazy because I feel like a lot of girls want the man that has the girls.
That
You know?
is true. It's like a status thing. It's weird. It's like when you see a guy that gets a lot of attention from females, it depends. For me, if it's a guy that's like got too many chicks, I
Yeah.
don't want to deal with you like that.
Too
That's a
much
turn off to me
competition.
because, huh?
I said that's too much competition.
No, it's not that. It's not even that. It's just that I feel like um it might bring like drama.
Yeah.
That's the only thing because I've dealt with it before. I've dealt with it where like a guy had some females and the female ended up getting on me over nothing. And
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I was brought into this situation. I ain't know all of this was going on.
Yeah.
And then some more shit. And I don't like dealing with a whole bunch of females. I couldn't
You
be
know,
in no polygamous relationship or no polyamorous, none of that shit. Cause I can't deal with all that. They be up and down. Females be up and down. One minute they one way, one
so
minute
you
they
like
the
less
next way.
competition.
I mean, I don't mind competition. I don't
Oh,
mind competition.
okay.
But
Yeah.
if it's too many, if you got too many
Yeah.
girls, I'm
You
like,
like
okay,
you got no room.
that don't mean I might not. That don't mean I might fuck with you. I'm gonna fuck with you, but I'm not gonna take you serious.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I'm gonna move with it.
Yeah. I can dig that.
But one more topic before we end. All
Okay.
right, is it more drama dating a baby father or a baby mama and share perspectives on what the challenges are from each variant or each individual person? Have you had, well, when you met your baby mom, she didn't have like, she don't have kids with anybody else, right?
Yep, she do.
She do. So how has that,
It's
how's
me.
that?
I'm mind my business. You know, I kind of like, I just
Have you had any issues? Have you had anything ever happen where you just like, you know what? Fuck this shit.
I ain't even really have no stuff like that. I guess it's how to, like sometimes a man look at a man and I feel like they know who to play with and who not to play with. And I
That's what
just,
I be saying.
yeah, like I feel like when they look at me, they like, no, he's not gonna play with me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Then they're
so,
not to play with you.
yeah, and I'm not, so certain stuff you just gotta respect and understand. Like, don't listen, man. I know what y'all might have had going on in the past, but look, I'm here
Right.
now.
Right. So how many kids does she have?
She have two before me.
Okay, and then she has two with you.
Yep.
And see, that's the thing, because I saw something where on a podcast platform, and I think I saved it. Hold on, I wanted to use this as a reference before we ended. Let me see if I saved it in my Instagram. But it was a guy on this podcast platform, and he was saying how why some um why some guys don't want to, well, not that they don't want to date a single mom, but they kind of think twice about it because there's another man that will have access to quote unquote your woman. So like let's say you and let's just use your baby mom, and let's say you guys were together, and let's
Yeah.
just say her other two kids, let's say you and her are planning to go on vacation, and she tells the baby father, oh, I need you to watch the boys, blah blah blah, and he's like, okay, yeah, sure, and then when it comes down to y'all getting ready to go on a trip, he's like, oh, nah, I ain't about to watch the kids, or I ain't about to do this, or like that. And the guy in the podcast was saying that a lot of times people stray away from that because of that, like someone basically being able to have access in your relationship. Do you think sometimes has that ever caused, when you guys were together, did that ever cause any issues? Were there ever any any interference from her other baby father?
I had a relationship like that before. The one before this one, like she had
Mm,
kids and we didn't have kids together, and I had like issues with that. But I realized I didn't set like proper boundaries, and therefore
mm,
I feel like I allowed a lot of stuff to go on. Like whereas in my relationship with my baby mama, I set boundaries, and it's like if lines was crossed, then I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
so it's like everything was respected. He never, they never talked crazy. It was all strictly professional. Whereas
So
with the
you never
last
had no
baby mama,
issues with the baby father.
yeah, like with the last baby mama, it was like he was calling at 12 at night. He won't even coming to get his kids, and I'm like, hold on now. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
What's going on here?
wow.
So you kind of can like tell, like if you pay attention, you can really like see. But I prefer not to. I had to have a woman without kids.
You prefer to have a woman with or without?
Without.
That's so look, see, Shaddy, I hope you still tuned in. Because I be saying the same shit. And everybody be like, that's so weird. I be like, no, it's because it's like it's just
It's because I got a baby mama too, though, and I just feel like that's too
yeah.
much already that I got going on. I don't need
It's
that.
like so your next relationship, are you specifically looking for a woman without children?
Yeah, because I take what come like you got to take what come with that. Like I say you get a man or whatever in the near future, and you got kids. Like maybe in the beginning or whatever, he gonna play his role or whatever. But like when y'all get closer together, y'all start standing together, he gonna have to like help you with your responsibilities, like your kids,
Right,
your
right,
step kids. So he got
right,
to take
right,
up some of that slack. He want to be
right,
with you.
right.
He got to take what come with you. So I don't want what come with the situation no more. Like in your situation, you said he don't be around. So I think
He's
that'll
not
make it
around. He hasn't been around in almost 5, 6 years. He hasn't
that'll
seen his
make
kid.
it easy to deal with. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like I will say, me being a single mom, I'm not trying to make it sound bad, but my baby dad not being around keeps me still a little bit in the game.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I
But
know that
no,
sounds
that
bad,
don't stop
but
that neither though. Like don't get me wrong. That just cause what I went through with my baby mama that make me like this. But oh, men love some baby mamas now. Listen, listen to how my baby mama had 2 kids before me. So you know what I'm saying. Don't ever think it's over. That don't mean nothing.
it's over for
No, it's
me.
not. What? And then look, men like women got that thing right there too. Like men like y'all get sympathy like that men don't get.
That's true. That's
So if
true. That is
men see
true.
y'all, they want to take care of y'all and do all this and everything. Whereas like with a man, it's just like it's your responsibility and you handle that shit.
Yeah. I think it's the whole hero thing. Like a man sees a woman with two kids and no man, and they're like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
want to be that man." You know
Yep.
what I mean? Yeah, I can definitely get that vibe. Men do get y'all. It's a little tougher on y'all. Women are a little. They can be a little insensitive at times,
Yeah, definitely.
and
Oh,
um, and like that's just interesting that you said that because so many people think it's crazy for women to say I like they got kids, like I prefer a man that don't have kids because
men
yeah,
really
because
don't
it's
care
like
though. Men
huh?
typically don't care though.
What do you mean?
Like if a woman got kids or not.
Oh, you don't think so?
Nah, I don't think so. They really don't. Like, I
You don't
mean,
think that? You think females care more if a dude's got kids?
I think so to a certain degree.
Yeah.
To a
You
certain,
think men don't really be like they be like, oh, she got kids, okay, I fuck with it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, that's well, like if they not young or super young, you know what I'm saying. But shit, even
Yeah.
if you're super young, you know what a myth
Yeah, because
is, don't it?
yes, it's
Yeah, so I
crazy.
don't know. I don't know. Me, I don't, cause I never had a problem with it until I had a baby mama.
Does your okay, so before we do close out, because it is almost 10:30,
Okay.
um, what was I gonna say? Have you been dating? Like, what do you think about like just being like a parent now and being like the dating scene in our age category now? Like, are you dating? Are you just kind of chilling? Are you on apps? What like?
Man, all of the above. All of the above. I'm dating, chilling, apps, you name it. Trying it
I'm
all.
dating, chilling apps. I can't do the apps. No
Yeah,
apps
I
for
tried
me.
it, but it's like I'm more like I'm old school, so it just feel weird. It's like
It do
you're a stranger.
right, don't
I'm a stranger. I don't know. Like what
it? It
young
do be
kids do,
weird.
and it just seems so natural for them. They meet up off the website,
And I
Instagram.
know, right? Like it's nothing.
Yeah, I'm like, man, like back in my day, I'm like, you don't do shit like that. It might be Chris Hansen and these people waiting with you.
Right. And like now it's changed. That's the way it is now. That's how most people are meeting each other now.
Yeah, that shit weird. It's so
It is
weird to me.
weird.
Would you
But
prefer a man? One question for you before you leave.
yeah,
Would you
yeah.
prefer a man approach you in person or Instagram or something?
Oh no, in person.
Okay, so that
I
still
get the
exists.
creeps. I get the creeps with the messages through Instagram. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like it'd be weird. Like, and then I don't really know what you look like. There's so much shit people can put on it, like to make themselves look a certain way on the internet and pictures and all kind of shit. And then you might go meet that person in person and they look crazy or they crazy.
No, you
Period.
ain't lying. Shit.
Like it's some weirdos out here. I've experienced it just with the podcast. Like people
Yeah.
commenting and saying weird shit or hopping in my DMs and saying weird shit to me about stuff that I post. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like people really be going gangster over the internet.
Yeah.
That should be wild. But there was one more thing I was going to say to you. Um, are you are you looking to get just to well, I'll ask you this last thing and then we'll close out. Are you looking in the near future to possibly settle down and be married one day? Or are you just kind of living your life and whatever comes, and whatever happens, happens?
Whatever happens, happens at this point. I feel like, man, I can't just lock myself in and say I don't want this or whatever. But some may come along that may change my mind, and I might want to get married.
Right. Right. You think it's like when it's that feeling and it feels right, then that's like your confirmation.
Yep, because right now I feel like I'm supposed to have multiple women.
Well, you have those multiple women, then you enjoy yourself.
I will.
Y'all gonna get in trouble with all them multiple women.
Hey, listen. I'm running from trouble.
Well, I am so glad that you came on the show with me tonight. Even though we had some tech issues, we got it right. Now we know what to do. The next time we go live, I'm sure me and you will be going live some more. I would love to have you come on like more often as a reoccurring guest. Talk about other topics too. Like we even go into shit like politics,
I'm
some
with it
things that
up.
people call conspiracy theories that ain't really conspiracy theories no more.
Yeah,
Um,
I
all
like.
kind of shit.
I'm full of information.
Okay, I can't wait. I don't know when I'm going to do the next live. I know my co-host, he is looking to come back on the show, so I'm trying to schedule one. If I do another one next week, if you're available, I would love to invite you back on the platform with my co-host, and it can be a three-way, and we can get different perspectives from him, me, and you, which would be awesome.
I'm
Is
with
there
it.
anything else that you want to say? Oh, and promote anything you want to promote as far as your business before we go.
Yeah, y'all go follow my Instagram page. I can fix it. I can fix it underscore RVA. I fix anything, not just phones.
Yeah.
Anything,
Oh. Oh, anything. Like what?
anything. Yeah, just accept cars. Accept cars. Don't inbox me about your car. I can't fix it.
Oh no, hey, don't be advertising like that. It might be some freaky bitches or something. Oh, he said he can fix anything. I had a hose all up in your DMs. That's what he
Oh.
wants. He said he wants.
And I want to
He
tell
said
y'all thank you too, man. I appreciate you having me on the show. I had fun.
yeah, I'm so glad. Great, great, great. I'm thankful that you came on. I really appreciate it. And that is it, you guys, for tonight. That sums up our show on the Mike is Hot Live podcast show. Y'all know how we do. Just stay tuned. I don't really have a set schedule for the lives, but it will probably be on Friday nights or Saturday nights just because the weekend pans out better. Y'all know what to do. Hit that bell, subscribe, go to Instagram and follow our platform as well at the Mike is Hot Instagram Live podcast underscore show. You can also follow us with the same tag on Facebook. Stay tuned. We're going to be coming back with more stuff. I'm also going to start doing video reactions and inviting people to come on and do the video reactions with me and talk about whatever we're reacting to on the videos and try to switch some shit up. So y'all just stay tuned. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to Shaddy. Thank you for coming in, boo. I appreciate you. I love you guys. Y'all know how we do. Stay tuned. And thank you for tuning in to the Mike is Hot Live podcast show. Peace.